All right, back with some final notes about the demobilization. Uh, I did have to take a unit off of him. It says everything about the Crusaders not having to demobilize, but it says nothing about the Byzantines. So I don't know if that's a catch-all or what, but we're going by the letter of the rules. So one Byzantine unit to the Christian force pool. We're gonna come back for I guess it's the mustering phase. Look here. Oh, taking replacements. So that's what we'll be doing next. The replacement phase. Be back. Alright, we're back with the replacement phase. And it seems that the Christian player really don't use the replacement phase. What do we got here? Crusaders only gain replacements via an event or an event card, so that takes them out of the picture. Now the Byzantine player gets 2 replacement points per turn, but they have nobody in their dead pool. I think the replacement phase really has to do with the units coming out of the dead pool into the force pool. It don't really cover units come from the force pool onto the map. Now what you can do is if you have a unit that is half strength, you can use replacement points. And here we have one that is half strength, but again, he's a Crusader. And Crusaders can't use replacements, so the first player up is a Byzantine player, and he has no play. So therefore, power has neither dead or reduced units. It forfeits the replacement phase for that turn. So that's what's going to happen with the Byzantine units. The next one up here is Lesser Armenia. It looks like it's a Crusader, so I don't think he'll be doing anything. Edessa, again, all Crusaders. You can see the Crusaders are in red. So, next one up, County of Tripoli, Kingdom of Jerusalem, Hospitallers, and that's it for the Christian player. So no replacements. The replacement phase will be forfeited. Now we get interesting because it'll be the Muslim player's turn. Rebuild one unit in the dead pile. Again, he don't have nobody in the dead pile. So the only thing you can do is flip a unit that's reduced, and all my units from a Muslim player is gone. So I'll be flipping any 2 replacement points may be placed to return any leader from a dead pile to the force pool. So again, replacements are mostly taken care of dead pool units, which we haven't had a chance to have any of that get filled up. We will be back because I think after this it's the mustering phase. So we'll be checking that out. Make sure there's no replacements. I dotted my I's and crossed my T's. Alright, then we're done with the mustering phase. And as you can see, I was able to empty out both force pools. But here's the units that are offset are the ones that got replacements. So there you go. Maximum 4 on off map box, 1 per castle, etc. That one unit that was in the Christian force pool was a Byzantine unit that I had to immobilize. Came back and I was able to place him any spot on the board. So that worked out real good. You can see underneath the mirror, he was able to get 3. He was able to get 2. And so on and so forth. 1 there at the castle. Oh, we are determining initiative. It was a tie. They both had ratings of 2 for Baldwin. You're going by that 5 number on the right to determine who's the strongest one. in their faction. And that 2 number, whoever has the lowest between him and old Zenji. Zenji's got a 2 also, so when it's a tie, it goes to the Christian player. So he will be making the first important card play. Little update for you. I've been playing a little bit here. I think we're on turn number 2. Where are we at here? Alright, it is the Muslim player's turn. And we had some significant events happen. After we got done mustering for the season, the Muslim player tried to get the old action round, no, not the action round, the diplomatic advantage marker, and he was successful. So it seems to be a thing to do. I think first thing in the turn is use those diplomatic cards to get that. I think he needed a 3 or a 4, and without a modifier or something, he ended up getting it. Christian player attempted it and failed, but he has the diplomatic advantage marker. Another thing that happened was like a key thing to it is you can see how the Muslim player's got his forces pretty well built up. There's the old man of the mountains. If anybody goes within these, or if the Muslim player rather goes within those spaces, they have to roll for an additional attack from the assassins. You can see the Christian player's got some forces beefed up. I got Odessa pretty well beefed up. Now here at Antioch, the Christian player played, what was it? Played a control or conceal. Oh, anyway, I used a 3 card to initiate sea movement from one port. I was going to bring them in over here to Antioch. Now, when you do that, you got to roll at least a 4 for it to happen, for the fleet to be available, and the fleet was available. So he was on his way to move until. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. Little interruptione. But before the Christian player could play his card, there was a commercial rivalry between the fleets card that the Muslim player played. And it says the Christian player may not engage in naval movement in the Mediterranean this turn, period. May be played to cancel both the Venetian and the Genovese fleet cards in addition to the above effects. So, boy, the Byzantine fleet almost made it. And rumor was to old Zenji that the fleet was about to arrive, and that would have been a game changer. But as it was, the fleet had their own interest at heart and left the Byzantines high and dry. So no transport this turn, and Christian player played his card. Muslim player responded. Now this doesn't count as a Muslim player's card play. It's still the Muslim player's turn. This was just a response card play. And that's what you can do is if you have a card that does that. As a matter of fact, I already had the fleet in there, and then I went to the Muslim player's turn, looked at his cards, and seen he had that card. Had to put the old units back. But there we are. It's the Muslim player's turn. As far as the mustering goes, I think you can see down here. I got some offsets where some of the units were added. I think there's only 1 unit per castle was a limit. 4 units in an offset or an off-map box, etc., etc. So we do have some Seljuk cavalry scattered around. I don't know if the big attack for Antioch will come yet, but the fact that these guys that were delayed definitely helps. If I can get over their block their route, wow, mustering forces from around other areas, and the attack will come in turn 3. That's what we're thinking. But a lot of card play to happen, and like I said, it was definitely interesting. Another thing is the Fatimids. Look at this stack. Whoops. Oh, okay. A little cleaning up going there. I'm trying to do else by screen, which is quite the challenge, it seems. But anyway, all kinds of Fatimid units here. and that is going to be key to if the next round of cards are dealt on a diplomatic front. Trying to use this, not action phase. Trying to use that diplomatic advantage marker to sway the Fatimans. Would probably be my strategy if I was a Muslim player. Get these units and make a second front. Like I said, these turns go by quick. If I can get up here and get some of these victory points, we will see. But diplomatic advantage to the Muslim player. The assassins, still pro-Christian. Back. All right, we're back, and a little bit of update and insights. The reason old Zenji or Zenjai has so many units is they came from Mosul. I forgot what kind of card I played, but I was able to activate the stack, go through attrition. They're able to move 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I played a 3 card. Then if you're moving just cavalry, you get another. Its value goes up to 1 if it's just straight cavalry. So that way I was able to basically make a vassal move and go on down in here. So that's up with that. And another thing is the Fatimans got so big because they had a bunch of forces in their force pool. So that explains, I thought I'd give you more insight on that. Another thing is, I definitely want to block their route, but I don't see how an attack can come this turn. But one thing you got to think about with all this is the mustering and the demobilizations. So while I can get these forces over here to block anybody coming through for these guys being reinforced, I'm going to lose all my forces. So I don't know if I need to take this castle or what, but we'll find out what's going on. But yeah, you know, in this game, you don't just gather forces here and wait for the next turn like I was implying earlier, because you'll lose them all in the next season. So it's kind of a seasonal thing. You know, do I really want to waste time bringing all these guys together when they're just going to be demobilized this turn? So 2 more turns if I don't get my, what is it? Ooh. 6 victory points. Oh, yeah. Muslim player must have 6 victory points by turn 4. Loses the game. So, this is where the strategy comes in. Right here. We'll see what the card play determines. We'll be back. Alright, we're back. And it is, has been the Muslim player's turn. Let me show you what we got going on here. I had the decision as a Muslim player whether to, as they say, do your business or get off the pot. I didn't know if I wanted to take the chance on mustering all the forces, so I just went ahead and moved old Zinji and Amir with all their forces. And I went ahead and heading on over to Gaston and a stronghold castle. The Christians had a call for surrender. Now, I had a good chance of making that call for surrender, but missed it by one number. I think I needed like a 3 or something. I got to check his resistance factor. His resistance factor is only a 3. I think I rolled a 4 or 2 or something. Yeah, you need a 3 or more. So he went ahead and moved onto Antioch, and his resistance factor here is a 7. And with all the Dyro modifiers, there's no way I'd achieve that call of surrender. So I didn't want to force the issue. You know, you get modifiers against you if you have a call for surrender and you don't make it. So now in this one at Gaston, a big influence was the fact that they had the morale boosted. All these units here in Odessa that can get to them within one movement turn, within one turn's movement, and that gave a big modifier, so that helps. Now for the siege. We'll play. We got a couple cards. We can play some card events, but now we got to wear these guys down. Once I got there, once I went ahead and made my failed call for surrender at Gaston and moved over to Antioch and decided not to have a call for surrender because I wouldn't make it anyway, and I don't want the bad modifiers on any following call to surrender. We're laying siege. We're going to lay siege, and these are the forces right here. That is the defending army, and these are the ones that are laying siege. Now it is currently Christian player's turn, and he'll have to decide what to do on his card play. I have a good card for a battle. You can see here under my siege events, they're all A's for attackers. So I can't play any siege events for the defender. I'll have to use them for their ops cards. Another thing of it is, we don't want to move. Bring in the Byzantines. We'll bring in old Baldwin from Edessa. Either or, there's going to be a battle around Antioch. So we'll see how that goes and how the procedure commences. Be back with some more Kingdom of Heaven. Okay, let me give you a little bit more history and insights on this little situation we got going on here. When I moved from Aleppo, I wanted to make sure I garrisoned my cities, because ungarrisoned cities are about, just about easy to walk into. It says in the rules. I got to watch out for any counterattack from Baldwin, so that was the deal on that. I had to go through Gaston's territory area, and I had to go through Antioch's area, which definitely had attrition modifiers, but he was able to make it there unscathed. He got a really good die roll. He got like a 1 or a 2, and believe me, those modifiers up that attrition value a whole bunch. So the Muslim player definitely escaped one there. Oh, what else was I maybe want to inform you on? That is about it. Yeah, once you get there and establish your siege, you have to move on. That's your turn. He can attempt a blockade. He can't attempt a blockade when he first gets there if it's a port. So we'll be doing that during Muslim player's turn. But like I said, decision time for the Christian player. Do we have a battle? Do we hold it out? All kinds of options. No diplomatic cards though, not till next turn. And the thing of it is, only got 3 cards left. So that is it. We'll be back with some more Kingdom of Heaven.